Good evening, viewers. I will be your host for the evening. I'm Eddie, Hellspawn and former assistant to Satan himself. The guy fired me for giving him decaf by accident. And for my transgressions, I've been banished to your world and forced to watch your pitiful excuses for monster movies. But I digress. Tonight, we will be viewing the monster movie Aberration. It was released in 1997 and has received mixed reviews. So without further ado, let's scurry into this scaly bullshit of a 90s gem. This is Aberration. We start the film with grass. Lots and lots of grass. Oh, look, a person. This is Marshall. Gross. Don't touch it. Oh.
This just in from somewhere. The weather service predicts cooler temperatures tonight, but you can leave those winter clothes in the closet a little longer. We're looking at a couple more days of this unseasonably warm weather, which I like a lot.
This is Amy. She's looking to start a new life. And apparently a new look. Very rapidly. Wonder if she learned from lizards in this movie. Well, you're creepy. Oh, God, don't tell me they're going to start a romance at some point. Anyhow, she arrives at her cabin, since everyone in the boonies gets a cabin apparently, when her cat senses something's wrong.
Come on, Frankie, get in here.
Wonder what that cat's actually thinking. Beach! There are killer lizards in here! Marshall then comes across some more of that snot stuff and decides to collect it. Oh, this will look great next to my collection of bird shit. I wonder if that new girl wants to see it. Amy continues to look around when she finds she can't exactly open her chimney.
Stuck.
Oh shit, looks like Predator killed Santa Claus and tried to go down the chimney in his place. Next, we meet an old man and his dog. And this is when we finally see the lizards for the first time. Well, at least from their perspective. And I guess they're Chinese because they make chop suey out of that dog. A moment of silence for a fallen canine friend. The next day we see Amy cleaning and listening to those classic 90s tunes. We also find out the chick is loaded, or at least her fanny pack is. Do I smell a backstory with potentially over-the-top characters? Shh, I'll save it for later. Anyway, Amy comes across one of her mom's books.
Love turmoil. Oh, Mom.
Hey, it's better than the collection of adult novels right next to it. Amy sits down to eat when she finds her cake is slimy.
Oh, it's all wet.
I'd eat it. When she goes to throw it away, she's surprised by Jed out hunting for food.
Oh. Wow.
Turns out she knows him since this is her family cabin, and he is their neighbor.
Oh. Well, you okay, Mr. Peterson?
Tourist season's over.
And in this, we get him awkwardly warning her that there is danger.
You're not listening to me. Forget about my dog. Forget about this cabin. Get out of Langdon. Go home while you still can.
And then he leaves and strikes oil and moves to Beverly Hills with his entire family. Amy, of course, ignores this and goes into town. She's sad that she has roaches and gets some pesticides.
You know what they say, if you see one, there's bound to be at least 20 more.
After she gets home, she takes a bath. But she isn't alone. Fucking cats!
Oh my God, Frankie, don't do that. No, you can't get in the bath with me. Go play in the new good
Yeah, that's what you get. Stupid cat. Anyway, the power goes out and Amy finds that something chewed the wire. She also gets hit with some of that snot shit from earlier. Amy leaves the next day, leaving her cat to go all Chuck Norris on those rats.
I want you to guard the house. Earn your keep and catch those mice, or whatever they are.
Except those lizards are more like Bruce Lee and they enter the dragon on his ass. At the store, Amy gets her mouse traps and a do-it-yourself exterminator. At the store, we also see Amy and Marshall finally meeting each other. And it is awkward.
Who are you?
I'm Marshall. Sorry, I was working near there and I saw you drive in.
You've been watching this girl with your binoculars, Marsh.
Apparently, when you become a biologist, you also learn how to be a real killer with the ladies. You want to see my snot collection? What? He also turns out to be an impromptu taxi driver when Amy's car doesn't start.
Cool. Start the meter.
While on the ride, he explains that he's here because the local wildlife is disappearing.
Nothing I've seen so far matches this devastation.
Yeah, I think that's what the cast said when they read the script. Well, she sees some of the snot he's collected and mentions how she saw it in her shed.
This around your pocket.
That's just something I found recently. I thought maybe it was connected to the trouble.
Wait a minute, I think I saw some of this stuff in my shed.
Well, Lassie won't be saving Timmy from the well this time now, will she? Marshall comes in to investigate the snot and, well, Amy's stuff.
Here, boy.
That's you? Oh, sweetie.
Don't call me sweetie.
Yeah, the babe's okay.
Don't call me babe.
Alright, fine. Anyway, Amy gets bit by one of the lizards. Oh no, they've tasted human blood!
Just remember, it's more scared of you than you are of it.
Famous last words. We also see what happens when you bring a lizard to a cat fight. A moment of silence for our feline friend. Anyway, Marshall is spooked by one of them and follows.
Never seen prints like these before.
Wait, as a biologist you haven't seen a lizard's footprint? Where the fuck did you go? Did you get your degree online? Well, it turns out he has one of the lizards and claims it's a gecko.
Far from here.
And also claims geckos don't have teeth.
Claws. They're
all out of whack. It's got teeth. Sucker has teeth like a little shark.
So what?
Geckos don't have teeth. Well,
When they finally see one of them, Amy kills it with spray and they have a look at it. Marshall claims that it is a species that has traits from all sorts of lizards, and including some snakes. He also says that it belongs in a desert. So wait, it's a mutant in a lab? This, and many other questions, will never be explained. Well, they try to leave, but Mother Nature's a bitch. Which leads to them crashing.
Whoa. Oh my God.
Thankfully, they're close enough to her neighbor to ask for help.
Peterson! Oh, wow. Mr. Peterson!
I don't like this.
Unfortunately,
No, Amy, don't.
turns out he's Lizard Chow. And Amy then blows up his house.
What in the world possessed you to do that?
What would you have done, smarty pants?
Well, at least we still got his truck.
Shut up, Marshall! See, this is why we can't have nice things. Well, they have to walk back to Amy's cabin. When they get there, they get ready for lizards, but instead get
ready for a fight.
On one. 3,
2, 1.
fucking wind. After they warmed up, Marshall finds the lizard escaped.
Oh, no. No.
What?
Oh, my God. It's escaped.
And Marshall kills a tree.
I think you killed it.
And they find the lizard barbecued. After dissecting it, Marshall realizes it laid eggs and they go on a hunt. They run into another lizard and proceed to try killing it.
Damn!
Okay. Check it.
I'm not gonna check it, you check it.
I'm not gonna check it. You check it.
You check it.
I'll check it.
I'll check it.
Rabbit season, duck season, rabbit season, duck season. Shut up!
Where'd it go?
In here! Come on! Exactly 1,
Give me this.
Nice going, Rambo. Well, they finally kill it. And then they find and smash the last egg, realizing there are at least 2 more in the house. They then find another one, but this one seems to evolve to become bulletproof and it attacks Marshall. Well, they get it off of him and it sprays him in the eyes with poison. This prompts Marshall to Hulk out on it. Marshall decides that these lizards were probably created to kill some kind of pest that we don't know about, but instead glitched and became extremely adaptable.
Better those goddamn gene spices.
You see, people, this is why you don't try to play God. I mean, God played God, and look what he made. People! Like the Kardashians! Anyway, they tried to lure out the last one with a slice of chicken, and Amy drops it in the fish tank.
The tail came off.
Would you mind telling me what the fuck is going on?
It's inside the fish tank.
Just don't have any feelings for gay.
A moment for our... Wait, I was Marshall on this! Oh god, I can't believe I just said that.
Well, it drowns.
Or does it?
Uh-oh. Something's wrong.
What's that smell? Gross. Lizards just took a shit on the theory of evolution. On the page where it says evolution takes millions of years to occur, they just wrote, lol noobs. Fuck these lizards.
Now Amy kills it by putting a lamp in the water, thus electrocuting it and barbecuing it like the last one. Or, what is it, 2 or 3 lizards before?
Well, I electrocuted it.
Amy then goes in the attic to check for more eggs, and oh, she finds them! She then proceeds to scramble them. She also puts the money up there, and I have no idea how she snuck that out with Marshall around.
Gross.
What was that for?
We won. Beat those crazy lizards. Now all we gotta worry about is how to survive the cold tonight.
Right. This is about staying warm.
Gross!
Period. Understood?
Understood? Are you warm?
Barely. You?
Yeah.
Just stop!
Well, they pass out, and turns out there are more eggs. The next day, someone shows up and...
How did you flip sides?
Anyway, Amy finds more eggs in the closet.
Shit.
We also find out that the guy who showed up is a Russian named Yuri.
Yuri, I suppose that's you.
And let me just say, he will be a joy to you all.
Well, apparently, Amy stole money from him and tells him it's in the closet. Unfortunately, Lizard's already left, and now he's just pissed. And now we find through an enjoyable bit of exposition that Amy was Yuri's partner, right before the lizards show up. Yuri then goes all Tombstone on their tails, and
I'll let you enjoy this.
I got to get out into the country more often. What do you call those things?
I don't know, they're aberrations.
Aberrations. I love the sound of that.
Of course you do.
well, Yuri makes Amy go up in the attic to collect the money, when we also find out the lizards are probably part rabbit. Well, they trick Yuri and throw him into the chimney where, well...
Oh no.
Oh, they're eating him.
he gets munched. Now it's time to burn the place to the ground and steal Yuri's car. Unfortunately, Marshall is surrounded, and in a last-ditch effort to try to get out, he goes up like the Human Torch. They escape, but the money gets burned.
Oh no.
What's the matter?
Unfortunately, the car breaks down, only to reveal that there are still some lizards that wound up in the car. Marshall gets Amy out and blows up the car.
You really disappointed me, you know that?
Oh, that line. Amy passes out and Marshall carries her back.
Good to see those nerd muscles are good for something.
Well, they get to the store and find that one of those lizards hitched a ride in Amy's leg. Marshall performs impromptu surgery to get the bugger out of there.
And now they have retractable spines. What's next?
Well, they get it out of Amy, and Marshall proceeds to wreck everything but the lizard. The lizard then turns out to be a bit of a ninja and kills Mrs. Marshall silently.
Not her too.
Right! She was a nice lady!
Marshall has had enough. Well, look at that! A broom, lighter fuel, and sunglasses, all conveniently placed together. Well, Marshall awakens his inner 80s action hero and torches the bastard.
Come on! That move! Oh, you're thinking of that, huh?
Welcome to the bottom of the food chain.
But the lizard puts out the flames because it can do that now.
And if you call now, you can get your very own Aberration! Complete with pesticide spray, fire extinguisher, and you can even leave it in water. Warning, may cause death. Shit! Ah! Amy wakes up and kills the last one with a flare! Fuck are you looking at? The two of them then collapse and they share a very awkward kiss.
You okay if I kissed you?
No.
Try again.
Yeah, because nothing else about your relationship wasn't awkward already. And that's Aberration. Now, you're asking me my opinion of it? I actually kind of like it. Sure, it's a cheesy B-movie from the 90s, but those were always so much fun. The people who were doing them obviously knew that they were making a B-movie and always knew that it was going to be fun and campy. Little known fact, the guy who did the lizard work for this movie actually went to work for another company called Weta, who you might know from a little project called Lord of the Rings. That said, it is obvious there was a smaller budget. Most of it probably went to those explosions that were everywhere. And no, this was not directed by Michael Bay. I personally recommend ignoring this film, unless of course you're actually into the 90s B-movie, in which case, you'll love this movie. I'm Eddie, and be ready for the next video.